Iran is inviting international companies to bid for oil field development rights. The Iranian government is looking to revive its energy industry after years of crippling sanctions. 70 oil and gas fields are up for offer during the month-long tender process. Iran is hoping to raise around $30 billion, but it's still well short of the $185 billion of investment Tehran says it needs by 2020. Iran is the third biggest producer in the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries after OPEC giants Saudi Arabia and Iraq. Well, Bijan Khajehpour is a managing partner at Atiye International. It's a consulting firm which advises companies on entering Iranian markets. And he's live for us now in Berlin. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Do you think this timescale of a month is realistic?
Well, experience has shown that it's not realistic. It's basically a starting point, and companies will need a lot longer to look at the data and also basically get familiar with the contractual terms that the Iranian side will offer. But it's a starting point, and Iran is serious to attract investments and technology.
In terms of the companies that are coming into Iran to invest, what legal protections are in place in the event that they decide to make those investments?
Well, Iran has a very sophisticated legal framework for protecting foreign investment. There is a law called Foreign Investment Protection and Promotion Act, which offers sovereign guarantees for foreign investment, and there are also a number of bilateral investment treaties that Iran has that can offer protection to companies. But I think more important than the investment protection itself is really the contractual framework that Iran is offering to the international oil and gas companies to enter into these projects. You may know that Iran actually has revised the old contractual framework. The old ones were called buyback schemes. They were simple service contracts, which were at the end of the day not that attractive to international companies. And Iran has tried to make the contractual framework more attractive. There is a new contractual model called the Iran Petroleum Contract, which has addressed a number of the issues that foreign companies had. And I think really finalizing that framework, that contractual framework, will be the most important element in attracting international companies to come and invest in Iran.
Obviously, we're facing a U.S. presidential election in November. How likely is it that companies may hold off making that initial commitment to Iran in the event that U.S. policy towards Iran changes following that election?
It's definitely one of the risk factors that companies are considering. I mean, obviously, the type of rhetoric we are hearing from the presidential candidate Donald Trump in the U.S. is not helping. I mean, the concern that some of the sanctions may be reintroduced on Iran will definitely be one of the risks that companies will have to consider. But you have to obviously also look at all the other elements that play a role in a so-called investment decision by these companies. I mean, Iran is a country that has very low geological risk. In other words, it's quite likely that you will find oil and gas, and you will have interesting oil and gas plays to develop. Iran is offering good terms and also longer term contracts. So companies will have to weigh the different factors. The fact that Iran is looking for bidders now and not after the US elections, and also all the different political risks that may come in. So there will be different types of reactions. I'm sure some companies will wait until after the US elections. Other companies will try to develop the opportunities now and benefit from being there at an earlier stage, and potentially also being able to get better terms in the new contracts that will be negotiated.
Bijan Khajehpour, thank you very much indeed for your insight. Thank you.